This processor has 1.75 billion non-planar field effect transistors with a gate length of 14 nanometers, a max turbo clock frequency of 4.2 billion hertz, 8 million bytes of L3 cache, a bus speed of 8 gigatransfers per second on a 1151 land grid array, and a thermal design power of 91 joules per second. It can execute 32 threads concurrently using 60 miles of copper wire, connecting the photolithographically integrated circuit on the silicon semiconductor substrate. This is Intel's 6th generation quad-core i7 6700K, made in Vietnam. This motherboard has 2 ounces of copper for heat dissipation, 15 micron thick gold-plated CPU socket for longevity, anti-sulfur resistors for short protection, solid-state capacitors rated for 10,000 hours, USB Type-C for 100-watt charging, USB 3.1 with 32 gigabytes per second of bandwidth, dual BIOS, and optical audio. This is the Z170X Ultra from Gigabyte, made in Taiwan. This is 16 billion bytes of 4th generation dual channel, double data rate, synchronous, dynamic, random access memory with a theoretical bandwidth of 25.6 billion bytes per second. The column address strobe latency is 16 nanoseconds. The mean time between failures, 1.5 million hours. This is the Trident Z from G.Skill, made in Taiwan. This is 256 gigabytes of solid-state memory with a read speed of 2.6 gigabytes per second in an M.2 form factor with non-volatile memory host controller interface specification protocol. It's the RD400 from OZC, made in the Philippines. This advanced technology extended power supply is 750 watts.
Fully modular.
Has an LLC resonant circuit converter for 87% efficiency at 100% load. It executes fanless mode when it reaches below 300 watts.
What's the mean time between failures?
100,000 hours. This is the Supernova from EVGA, made in China. This magnetic bearing fan produces 8 decibels, and every minute
They spin 1,500 revolutions
and move 71.25 cubic feet of air. This is the Twister Bearing Silence from Enermax, made in China. This video card has 7.2 billion transistors operating at 9 teraflops, has 8K resolution, 2,560 compute unified device architecture cores clocked at 1.7 gigahertz, 8 billion bytes of 256-bit double data rate type 5 synchronous graphics random access memory X with a frequency of 10 billion hertz and a bandwidth of 0.32 trillion bytes per second. Peripheral component Interconnect Express 3.0 with 16 bus lanes, 3 DisplayPort 1.4s for 4K at 120 Hz, 1 high definition multimedia interface 2.0B, 1 dual link digital visual interface, and 215 joules per second of thermal design power, copper heat pipes, vapor cooling, and 4.25 pounds of weight. It's NVIDIA's 10 series, the GeForce GTX 1080 for the win from EVGA, packaged in the USA.
Put a little dirt on them. Work on them, put a little work on them. Trigger finger in the eye, put a little dirt on them. Hear the sound of the bells when the Lord gone, and them boys unleash hell when the war's on. Bloodthirsty when the dogs put their paws on. You gon' tell them that they go a little bit of claws on.